Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am absolutely pleased to welcome all you students of the Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We are really looking forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Now, this explainer is designed specifically for you, hospitality students and professionals who are hungry for practical, applied knowledge that aligns perfectly with real, ultra-realistic hotel operations. Today, we're diving deep into the front office. In the sophisticated world of luxury lodging, the front office is literally the central nervous system. It's the core operational engine that keeps the whole property alive, solvent, and thriving. We're going to see exactly how this highly strategic department dictates the long-term success of the entire enterprise, blending traditional service with some pretty advanced management strategies. So let's get into it. As future professionals, let's quickly map out our journey for today. We're going to cover the guest experience hub, leading the front office, driving hotel revenue, the heartbeat of collaboration, and finally, the traits of great managers. Before we get into the granular operational details, I want you to consider this fundamental premise. The role of a front office manager, or FOM, is a high-wire balancing act between providing emotional hospitality and maintaining cold, hard financial precision. This brilliant quote perfectly illustrates the dual nature of this role and really sets the premium standard for everything we're about to learn. Success here isn't just about warmly greeting guests or anticipating what they need. It's about merging that authentic human empathy with serious, calculated, and often uncompromising business strategy. It's an environment where, honestly, a genuine smile and a complex revenue algorithm carry the exact same weight. All right, let's dive into our first section, the Guest Experience Hub, focusing on the vital filter. It is so crucial to understand that the front desk is way more than just a piece of physical furniture. It is the hotel's ultimate communication and service hub. It acts as the vital filter through which all guest perceptions, and really the entirety of the brand's reputation, pass. Because this desk is the absolute first and final point of contact for every single guest, it shoulders a massive responsibility. Just imagine a busy Tuesday afternoon, right? A major city conference has just let out, and suddenly you're managing the delicate, high-stakes choreography of a 500-room check-in line. At the exact same time, your staff is trying to handle a highly complex international reservation with severe language barriers. In these pivotal moments, the desk literally bears the weight of the brand. Every single action you take or don't take ripples through the guest's entire stay. High guest satisfaction scores and pristine online reviews are almost always a direct reflection of a front office that operates with flawless operational accuracy and, of course, sophisticated professional warmth. Moving right along to Section 2, let's look at how this translates into the daily leadership of the department, leading the front office, from the lobby to the boardroom. The front office manager is a rare type of leader who has to be entirely comfortable operating in two distinctly different, super high-pressure environments. Out on the floor, the FOM is directly supervising a vast and diverse team. We're talking front desk agents, the bell staff, the concierge, the telephone operators. The air is buzzing. The focus out there is entirely on human interaction, rigorous training, and strategic shift scheduling, so that service levels absolutely never dip during sudden peak hours. But then, mere moments later, in the quiet of the back office, that exact same manager has to completely transform into a rigorous data analyst. Away from the guests, they're actively monitoring live room sales, projecting complex occupancy trends for the coming weeks, and calculating the average daily rate to ensure the hotel is aggressively hitting its internal financial targets. It is just a relentless daily shift between highly visible, charismatic leadership and intense, isolated analytical focus. And right in the middle of toggling between that busy lobby floor and the quiet back office, the FOM acts as the ultimate troubleshooter in chief. They're the executive authority stepping in to meticulously handle high-profile VIP arrivals, guaranteeing flawless, totally unscripted execution. They have to expertly navigate really complex overbooking situations, which means, yes, occasionally delivering the news that a guest needs to be walked to a competitor property without ever losing their composure. And perhaps most critically, they're responsible for resolving the absolute most challenging guest complaints. Whether it's a catastrophic plumbing failure in a luxury suite or a severe service lapse, they have to de-escalate and resolve the issue with a level head and absolute diplomatic grace. Why? To fiercely protect the guest experience and the brand's long-term integrity. So we've established the service and leadership elements. Now, here is where we fundamentally shift our perspective in Section 3, driving hotel revenue through financial precision.
While historically it was categorized strictly as a service department, modern operations prove the front office is actually one of the hotel's most potent, dynamic revenue generators. The beating heart of this financial precision is yield management. Basically, this is the strategic art of selling the right room to the right guest at the exact right time. Through masterful yield management, the front office can significantly and noticeably boost the hotel's bottom line day after day. Managers have to actively and continuously train their front desk staff in the crucial operational arts of upselling. Think about a couple arriving to celebrate a milestone anniversary. A skilled agent knows exactly how to successfully move that guest from a standard booking to a premium ocean view suite. Furthermore, they need to master cross-selling, seamlessly promoting the hotel's other vital revenue streams like premium spa treatments, the signature restaurant, or curated local tours. To accurately measure this financial and emotional success, an FOM meticulously tracks several key performance indicators, or KPIs, every single day. Mastering these is absolutely essential for your professional advancement. First up, we have the occupancy rate, which is simply the percentage of total available rooms that are actually sold on any given night. Next is ADR, or average daily rate, which tells us the average rental income generated per paid occupied room. Then we have RevPAR, or revenue per available room. You calculate this by multiplying the occupancy rate by the ADR. Finally, because we always have to balance cold financial data with actual human experiential feedback, we consistently track the GSI, or Guest Satisfaction Index. This gives us our critical quantitative measure of exactly how well we are meeting or failing to meet guest expectations.
Now, among those crucial metrics, one undeniably stands above the rest. RevPAR, revenue per available room, is the undisputed gold standard for measuring a luxury hotel's overall financial health. It paints the most complete and honest picture by combining exactly how full your property is with exactly how much of a premium you're charging. Why is this so vital? Well, achieving a 100% occupancy rate means absolutely nothing to ownership if you had to heavily discount all of those rooms just to pull it off. Conversely, charging astronomical rates doesn't do you any good if the hotel remains entirely empty. If you can truly understand, forecast, and directly influence RevPAR, you hold the absolute keys to the hotel's long-term financial success.
Moving right along to Section 4, we're zooming out from the front desk itself to see how it deeply connects to the rest of the property, the heartbeat of collaboration and interdepartmental synergy. The front office is universally referred to as the heartbeat for a reason. It continuously pumps vital, real-time information to absolutely every other part of the hotel. A culture of radical collaboration isn't just nice to have, it is truly mandatory here. Let's trace a single guest arrival to see this synergy in action. The moment a guest approaches, the FOM coordinates closely with housekeeping to instantly ensure that specific room is coded in the system as vacant clean, or VC, exactly when needed. If a guest mentions an issue with their air conditioning at check-in, rapid communication with engineering is essential so a minor technical hiccup doesn't spiral into a major refund-worthy complaint. Simultaneously, they're alerting food and beverage to immediately dispatch a welcome amenity to the suite. They have to perfectly understand the promotions sold by sales and marketing to ensure corporate promises are actually honored at the desk. And finally, they quietly act in tandem with security, serving as the constant vigilant eyes of the lobby to maintain absolute guest safety. Finally, in Section 5, let's look inward at the specific professional anatomy required to execute this highly complex leadership role, the traits of great managers. To really excel in this role and flawlessly master both the lobby and the boardroom, a true professional has to possess a genuinely rare, compounding blend of qualities. You've got to be deeply diplomatic enough to de-escalate a tense situation with an irate, demanding guest over a perceived slight. Yet, in the very next hour, you must be ruthlessly analytical enough to sit down in absolute silence and properly interpret a dense 50-page financial audit of the week's revenue. You have to be inspiring and motivational enough to lead a tired, overworked team through a grueling holiday double shift, and do it with a smile. In today's digital landscape, being highly tech-savvy is absolutely non-negotiable. Mastering the hotel's central property management system, or PMS, is essential for survival. But perhaps the most vital operational trait of all is pure resilience. During periods of overwhelming high occupancy or sudden unexpected property crises, the manager's ability to remain steadfast, calm, and visibly consistent is exactly what sets the psychological standard for the rest of the staff. This brings us to the end of our structural breakdown of the front office. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought to consider for your ongoing professional development.
As future hospitality leaders, how will you leverage these deeply traditional, highly interpersonal skills in the rapidly evolving digital age of hotel operations? How will you seamlessly blend the timeless, fundamentally human traits of empathy, diplomacy, and resilience with the incredibly sophisticated data and AI tools of tomorrow's luxury properties? The future of hospitality belongs to those who can master both. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I strongly encourage you to continuously reflect on these foundational principles as you purposefully continue your journey toward operational excellence in the modern hospitality industry.